There is this angel saying, I'm gonna find my way back home. The secret is love, he said.
Don't follow trends, follow your heart.
Hi there and welcome to this week's astrological forecast. I'm here in Japan. This is Nakameguro River, where there's usually a lot of flowers up there on the trees during March and April, primarily March. So this week is a week that starts at the 9th and ends at the 16th of December 2019. We are at the last stages of 19. We are in the middle of Sagittarius, and that's why I am in another country, or well, that's why life put me there. I didn't travel here to make this report, but just as astrology always is, it suits the schedule. So this week we are of course also talking about Mercury going into Sagittarius and a lot of other things, and of course most importantly we have the full moon in Sag on Thursday. So we're going to start with a collective report, then we're going to go into the nerds, 2 minutes for the nerds, and then all the 12 signs individually. And finally, the song. I receive a song every week, and it's a message energetically and so text-wise, so listen to the text. I receive it, that means that I don't write it. I was a songwriter for 10 years, but in this case I hear the text and the melody and I just record it and sing it. The song starts at the minute it says on the screen right now. So let's start with the collective report. And first an overview of the week.
So Mercury is out of its shadow phase. It's actually out of its retrograde phase, and now we're finally moving towards new territory, communication and movement wise. Can you feel it? We're on the way into this optimistic phase where the new moon is spreading its grand projector at things and lets us understand the truth behind many things now. Let's dive deeper into the week, day by day. Monday, the 9th of December. What a relief! Well, finally our thoughts and communication is coming from the depth towards new optimistic heights. While the feelings are stable and safe, the thoughts are light and visionary. We are once again on our way up, and the limited minded days are over. We're searching for the deeper meaning of life even more, and the need for freedom is growing bigger. Well, I mean, in regards to having the lust of wanting to travel and be much more mobile. Tuesday the 10th of December, a quite calm day until 6 o'clock Danish time, and now is the time that I'm going to mention that in Denmark, that would be if it's 6 o'clock in the evening, PM Danish time, that will be in the middle of the United States around 11 o'clock. 10 o'clock if you're further to the west, and then maybe 12 o'clock if you're further to the east. Well, anyways, Tuesday is more calm, more a day where there's more emph around talking, and it can feel like it's a little bit more on the surface, superficial talk, but the mood, the atmosphere is also just lighter, in spite of a tendency to have wandering thoughts, and a lot of them maybe you have to clean out a little bit by sharing them, all of these thoughts, with someone. Wednesday the 12th. Little by little, you're going to feel an aspect that's culminating Sunday. It's about a rather fantastic combination of the feeling of feel the freedom within a frame of responsibility, but in a positive way. Ideas about how this can be possible. Little by little, trying to get through to you. Relationship-wise, well, you might be under pressure, and it's not as hot as Certain other days might be, I said, unless you're in some kind of serious relationship. Maybe this is a time to engage yourself even more and be more serious about the relationship, to say it as it is. But also, in regards to money, the money we have now are for serious things, and there's not this feeling of being able to spend money on whatever you want, cozy things, or just random buys, impulsive shopping, or there's restrictions on your wallet, so to speak, if there's any more money left without a name on it. Thursday the 12th, full moon in the sign of Sagittarius, so that will be like around 2 o'clock Danish time, and they'll be like full of energy, and feelings are also going to be like really intense here in the fire sign of Sag. You're really optimistic. You believe in everything, and we started to believe that we can see something that's starting to work for us, especially if you have been good at taking care of your optimism. Over the last half a year, if you've been able to do that, be optimistic, you'll be able to feel an oomph and moving forward in your visions for the future. There'll be more getting it going in regards to speak and conversations. Friday the 13th of December, your actions and your ability to get things done are actually within the sphere of the loving sphere. There where the beautiful dreams are being led right into the light and being manifested, perhaps. Actually, you are more altruistic in that practical manner, where you to think about yourself less and more about being something for other people. Maybe you feel like doing something spiritual today. Get a meditation, do yoga, put some energy into that part of reality and life, maybe on a whole nother level than you usually do. At the same time, there's another aspect running parallelly with this today, and that can create a pretty big transformation within your finances. Plus, it can make your love for another human being be super intense and passionate, especially for Scorpios, Taurus, Libras and Aries to some extent. The passion is pretty big, and things can be black and white in the way that you either like someone or you don't like it at all, or something. Saturday the 14th of December, we're still affected by the mood from yesterday and the culmination tomorrow. I mentioned already on the tendencies from Wednesday. Everything in our life is still making a turn towards a new sort of way of living, and the big line, the bigger lines and the bigger scales. And in another level, there can be some tension between you and others today. So this feel perhaps like someone is blocking something that's important for you, or others are crossing your boundaries today, and to some extent it might be not be as visible, because it can be manipulative if it's not visible, but you can feel it. This part of it is going to be over fast. Sunday the 15th of December. That's a big aspect today. We've been feeling, at least from the middle of the week, today culminating is the experience of having gotten the desired freedom culminating within an area where you have responsibility in your life. You can now feel the freedom without having to let go exactly of the responsibility, because some kind of genius. So without having to, let go of something that you really love, but you've been feeling having put a pressure upon you, some kind of genius idea might have been coming to you through this week, or maybe you just suddenly understand something that's just like making it possible for you to have freedom at the same time as that you're having this responsibility of some kind. creative solutions on things that will create a lot of joy and optimism in you. People around you and yourself are really positive when it's about this field in your life, and you or they are ready for the challenge. Maybe it's something to do with the trip, or maybe just outside of the country. No matter what, it's something that's tangible, and not just something that's in the world of the ideologies. And before I continue, I just want you to remember to don't follow trends and follow your heart. The planets this week, well, as usual, we have a lot up in Capricorn. 5 planets, as you see: Pluto, Saturn, South Node, Venus, Jupiter, and we have the Sun in Sag, Mercury going into Sag. Then we have, as you see here, the Moon moving from the sign of Taurus into Gemini, over the North Node in Cancer, and then over to Leo. And of course, we still have Mars in Scorpio, and we have Neptune, Pisces, Chiron in Aries, and Uranus. For the nerds, Mercury is moving into Sagittarius Monday. Venus is in conjunction with Saturn Wednesday. There's a full moon Thursday. Really nice Mars-Neptune trine, and Venus conjuncting Pluto Friday. And the moon is coming home into Cancer, also Friday, just over midnight if you live in Denmark. But if not, if you're further to the west, it will be Thursday actually. The moon is going from Taurus to the sign of Leo this week. Sagittarius is a traveling sign, but the sign of Pisces is also traveling, but very far away. And I'm here, of course, in Japan, while the sun is making an aspect, square to Neptune and Pisces. And compared to Denmark, Japan is pretty far away, so that's a nice one. There's never any coincidences in this field, is there? Or are there? The 12 signs of the week. So we start with Aries. Some might be finding you a little far from reality these days, and maybe they're quite right about it. You are definitely feeling the best within the known, and you really need quiet and peace. And it's not really the right time, actually, in this busy month of December. But if you wanna do the best for yourself, well, maybe spend some time at home, do some meditation or yoga, or read a book, or make some music, watch a movie, whatever it is. Taurus, this is gonna be a week where your patience is gonna be tested, and not only that, also your views on things, principles, the understanding of life. It's gonna be challenged, but new times are finding their way to you, and you have to find your place and time. So you might have to change your attitude towards something, and you're going to spend a lot of time on that right now. So let go of old thought patterns and let new ones grow. Gemini, already from the beginning of the weeks, all sorts of conversations having to do with cooperation is in focus. It's in the job, it's in the family, on the job, it's in regards to your friends and also your partner or lover. And now it's all about finding some ways where you can find a common ground with the people you surround yourself with until the 28th of December. The full moon will give your feelings extra volume, so do something great for yourself. Cancer. Well, these days you are looking upon things in an optimistic way, and you're also dealing with the pressure in regards to your normal work and the things that you have responsibility for during this busy month of December. You are actually experiencing the everyday life has become more calm, and if you have any challenges with yourself physically, it will probably improve or get a lot less. If you're putting your everyday life into a system, it will work for you. Leo. life can be entertaining, and you really enjoy this time, especially where there's a lot of offers and opportunities to really put colors upon your everyday life. So prioritize your interests, and especially your love life for this week is really, really appropriate for these kind of things. Your friends are going to want you around, and you want to see them as well, and you are going to participate in their arrangements around the special Christmas arrangements. And you're going to show up, probably, Leo. Virgo, the family needs some attention during this time, and it's suitable for you with the many invitations that are rolling in now around Christmas time. You're feeling really well in these within these common frames and with the family during this week, and you may be going to do some extra about Christmas decorations this year. Why? Because you want to. You have some work things that are building up. You should do them before Thursday. Libra, even though it's a Christmas time and many Libras are feeling that it's with family in December, then some certain aspects are culminating, which is actually pointing towards that the family we're going to be especially at the center of attention this week. Are there any challenges here? It will probably be you that's going to subordinate yourself the traditions that older members of the family wants. Scorpio, as always, you're busy, and this week is no exception. Can you find some spare time for your many doings? And when it's a good time to find time to spend on yourself, I might say. It can be something where you experience something, or watch a good movie, an exhibition that's inspiring you, or just do something that will tickle the deeper feelings and emotions, like strong colors or moments of excitement are important ingredients. Sagittarius, no matter your financial status, you will be creative this year, finding gifts for the family. They are going to be completely different, or just really strange, maybe even. And maybe it will be mostly you who's finding it very funny, more than the ones who are gonna receive the gifts. Under all circumstances, you have an inner feeling that's gonna give you the want to avoid all the conventional, even the Christmas food, and then it might be over with the duck. Capricorn, your feeling responsibility is going to be strengthened, and in the middle of the week there will be some kind of assignment or a person that you have to find a decision about. It can be a question of further cooperation, or about if you have to end something. Overall, you are going to feel like continuing the relationship or the assignment, but only on certain conditions, that it's you who are the one who's calling the shots, and that you are making any decision that's made. Aquarius, you can seem rather secretive in the eyes of others these days, which is not so weird in this busy Christmas month of Christmas, but that doesn't have anything to do with the case. You're really, really caught up by some inner processes where a breakthrough might be within the reach of you. The feeling of holding yourself in the background is actually coming up, and it's in the middle of the week. It's most accurate. You have to make some kind of decision. Pisces, you are having to get used to your new situation. You are looking for some firm points to stand, but wait, planning too much until you've created this overview. You are excited over the possibilities that you can see in front of you. And if you want to follow your impulse, you're going to have to do something else than you usually do. And that's going to be completely obvious to you during the last days of the week.
Oh, it's a video. Yeah, okay. The song of the week. Someone said she's going to Ibiza. You say you're off to California. Well, I'll be spending time in Costa Rica. You're hanging around the love folks in LA. Now we're in the sign of Sagittarius. Well, that's where all adventure's taking place. No matter where we're going, it's hilarious. The world got small, my mind got bigger, yay. No matter where you travel, you are gonna learn another way of living with all its twists and turns. No matter where you're going, just listen to your heart. The place of least resistance, you're in a tarot card. Well, everybody's different, yet everyone's the same. If life was just a schoolyard, then what's the schoolyard's name? If life has just one question is enough. So very simple. It's how much did you love? How much did you love? How much did you love? How much did you love, 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 love? How much did you love? Well, love's the schoolyard's name. Na 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 na. 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 No matter where you travel, you are gonna learn another way of living with all its twists and turns. How much did you love? That's the question. The only important one.
There is this angel saying, I'm gonna find my way back home. The secret is love, he said. You got to lift yourself up, try again. One day you will break through. What you long for will find you. Through all the hard times, I always seem to find the light in your eyes. We fought through.
Don't follow trends, follow your heart.